Hello, this is Tyler Emanuel with Group E, starting off our video presentation on Chapter 11, Communication. What is communication? Well, communication is the transfer and understanding of the meaning, which the meaning must be understood. So, for example, a daughter waving hello, a nonverbal form of communication, to her father, and her father understanding that she is saying hello to him. There are 5 functions of communication, one of them being feedback, which is clarification for employees on what they must be doing on their performance when completing the task and how they are able to improve. There is also manager behavior, which basically means managing members' behavior, which includes formal and informal managing and communication. There's also emotional sharing, which is basically the sharing of feelings and fulfillment of social needs, as well as persuasion, which can be good or bad, just like emotional sharing. So you can either help or hurt the company. So, for example, a leader is trying to persuade a work group to commit to the organization's corporate social responsibility initiatives, or to persuade the work group to break the law to meet organizational goal. So it can either benefit or harm the organization. And then finally, there is informational exchange, providing information to individuals and groups needed to make decisions by transmitting the data needed to identify and evaluate.
The communication process includes the steps between a source and a receiver that result in the transfer and understanding of a meaning. These steps include the sender, encoding, the message, the channel, decoding, receiver, noise, and feedback. All of these steps, used one after the other, will generate an effective way of communication. Modes of communication: the medium or channel through which communicative intent is expressed. 4 types of general modes include verbal, nonverbal, visual, and written. These modes can be used interchangeably, and exceptional communication modes include the use of graphic symbols or synthetic speech.
Here are examples of modes of communication. The first one is oral communication. It includes speeches, discussions, and informal verbal exchanges. The pros are it's a quick way of communicating, you receive better feedback, and it leads to social culture exchange. The cons are it can lead to listener burnout. There can be a distortion of messages if it passes through multiple people, which can lead to misinterpretation. It's more of a liability than an effective tool. The second example is written communication. It encompasses various methods such as letters, email, and instant messaging. The pros are it can be used as a record of what was communicated. It's a way for rapid and quick exchange of information. The cons are there is a lack of facial and vocal cues that we use to understand the tone of the speaker. The words or sentence formats can be misinterpreted and cause unnecessary tension within the conversation. The third example is nonverbal communication. It includes body language, intonation, facial expression, physical distance, eye movement, and body movement. It is used during verbal communication. It conveys nuanced emotions that words cannot capture. An example is the image on the side. There are 2 women displaying nonverbal communication. The woman in purple is clearly irritated. She has facial tension and her arms are crossed. The woman in the green is uncomfortable. You can tell because her arms are to the inside of her body and she is giving a slight smile.
If you want a full reference number, 646 here. Line out close to 646. Walk in there.